Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome again to another edition of the Big Time Sports. I'm the mellow tones of Charlie Jones, and tonight in the house, as promised, as we have been advertising, we have got those rough and tough Dover girls soccer squad in the house tonight. And by the way, they've got a new coach over at Dover. Now, a lot of you are going to recognize this guy because in years past, he didn't have that big D on his chest. He had another logo on his chest, but I'm going to let you figure out who that is. But you're going to know him because he's not too far away, but now he is the head coach of the Dover soccer program. So stay right there. All right, relax a little bit. I got to do a couple dance steps and let everybody know what's going on out there in Big Time Sports Land. All right, here we go. Up north in our northern studio, we've got the Green Bulldog football team. Now, if I'm not mistaken, as I look down my schedule, the Green Bulldogs are going to host the Indian Valley Braves. Now, the Indian Valley Braves are last year's state champions. They're going to go all the way up to Green High School and take on the Green Bulldogs. Now, listen to what Mark Geis has to say about that opening game. You can catch it Thursday night at 7:30 and again Saturday morning at 8:30. That's the Green Bulldogs on the Big Time Sports Show up north in our studio. Then tomorrow night, Tuesday night, a big one if you're into Class A baseball. Stark County Class A baseball. These are college guys. These are out of high school guys. This is what they call Class A baseball up in Stark County. It's a semifinal game of the Class A baseball state tournament. We will be there to bring you all the action from Thurman Munson Stadium. You can watch that replay Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Friday, that's when I come back to the broadcast booth. Friday night, and I'm going to invite the Dover girls soccer team over to this because they are going to be real close to this. Friday night, we're going to be at Dover City Park for the Challenger Baseball Grand Finale. Now, Challenger Baseball, okay, is for the kids that really love the game. These kids, I do this game every year, and when I do this game with Smoochie and I have to set a box of Kleenex in between us. These kids play for the love of the game. Some of these kids need help getting down to first base. Some of these kids need help, getting to the batter's box. I got to stop this, or I'm going to start crying right now, but you got to be there Friday night at Dover City Park. These kids, big smiles. They don't even care who wins. They don't even keep score. They love the game of baseball, and that's a challenge for them to get out there and play. You can watch that game Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and we're going to show it again Sunday afternoon at 3. Last but certainly not least, something that you fans are really going to like, a 34-game schedule coming at you this fall. We've got football, we've got volleyball, and of course, we've got soccer, which we'll talk about here in a little bit with the Dover soccer squad, but 34 games, the biggest and the best high school sports schedule in all of northeastern Ohio. They're telling me that they're coming through the security gate now, so we're going to get them checked out. I'm going to step back, catch my breath a little bit. We'll be back with head coach A.J. Whaley. Huh? How about that? Did I let it slip? Yes, I did. We'll be back with A.J. and the Dover girls after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission: to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. Tonight we have got those rough and tough Dover soccer ladies in the house, and guess what? We've got a new head coach of the Dover soccer program, and let me introduce him now. Of course, for most of you Tuscarawas County fans, you're going to recognize this young man. He used to wear a Quaker shirt when he came and did the show with me the last several years. This time around, I got to ask you, Coach, how does it feel with that new logo on your shirt?
Charlie, it's a little bit different, but I'll tell you what, every time that you step into a new program, it's a new opportunity, right? And I think for me personally, Charlie, one of the biggest things that came and really kind of drove me is it's where I live. It's where the community is. I live in Dover. It's where my kids will go to school someday. So to be able to give back, to be able to coach up these seniors and really start this program, I'm really excited.
Well, you know, the people over at New Philly, and you know, I get around a little bit, the people over at New Philly are still saddened by the news that you know, went over to the other side. Okay, so I don't know. So take it easy on them this year. When Dover plays Philly in soccer, you'll be looking across the field at some of your old buddies, and take it easy on them, will you?
Well, there's no love lost, Charlie. I have a ton of respect for everybody over there still, but I do bleed crimson and gray. So for 2 of the 365 days of the year, no holds barred, Charlie. And obviously, you know, and I know, it's the biggest rivalry in Ohio.
Yep.
And for 24 hours, at least twice a year, it's whatever we can do to get that W.
That's right. Big, really big game. And of course, Big Time Sports will be there this year, thanks to you. You're the one that got me going on the soccer thing a few years back. And now it's getting to the point where I know just enough to be dangerous with the game of soccer. So how is it that you went from there to here? How did you know about the Dover job? Anybody ring your phone? Did anybody send you a text? How did it happen?
So a little bit different story, Charlie. The teacher union sometimes come for us all. So the Philly exit actually was because the teacher wanted the job. And just like that, I was out. And I'll tell you what, less than a week later, I had a few friends. I've made some wonderful connections out here. And less than a week later, I was now wearing crimson and gray. So sometimes, Charlie, things just work out for a reason, and I wouldn't be happier any other place.
Wow, isn't that great? Isn't
it
that
is.
Great? Okay, so tell me now. So you walk into the Dover soccer job. Okay. First thing that hits you between the eyes. What's the first thing you notice when you talk to these girls?
Don't you dare wear black.
Don't you dare wear black.
Don't you dare wear black. Charlie, high expectations, right? So you're going to meet 4 of the 6 seniors here tonight, and I'll tell you what, all 6 seniors are motivated. We have some state aspirations, but at the bare minimum, we want a district title. All 6 of them have experience at the varsity level. All 6 of them have a role to play, right? And then you fill out that team with some younger, hungry kids. And we're going to be a competitive group this year, Charlie. You might be covering us late in October.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would like nothing better than to have you in some kind of really big tournament game and our cameras there to catch all the action. Okay, so when does practice start for soccer?
So we have been going off and on. So I got the job in February. We started futsal about 2 weeks later. And Friday is official. Friday we fitness test. Saturday we play our alumni game.
August 1st.
It is Friday, August 1st. We fitness test and we get right after it. Saturday, August 2nd, we play our alumni game. The following Monday, we fitness test again, and you're off and running. Just like that, Charlie. So the season is here.
So have you got a good feel for how the girls are ready? Are they ready both mentally and physically? I mean, new coach coming in, and I can imagine when they got the news that, hey, we're getting a guy from Philly. I imagine someone said, what?
So you're going to meet a couple kids here tonight that I actually knew before I took this job, just between myself, coaching club, and all these things. So I had a couple connections in the door. So I think what that does, Charlie, is it helps build relationships from day one.
Sure.
Right. You've got to come in. You have to set the tone. You have to set the expectations of what you want, and you have to include them in that process. Right.
Okay.
So if they're hungry and they're motivated, and you want to set the tone, it's the perfect time to do so.
Every coach comes in with a mantra. Every coach comes in with a slogan. Every coach comes in with something he really wants to drive home to the kids. What is that from A.J. Wally?
It's bigger than yourself.
Say that again.
It's bigger than yourself, Charlie.
It's bigger than yourself.
It is. So we have hundreds of kids in our youth program. We have middle school that we will have to cut very likely this year. We will have over 40 middle schoolers trying out for our middle school team, and the eyes are on you. And I think even at a high school level, Charlie, even for the 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, there are hundreds of eyes on you. And that carries a weight of your shoulders a little bit, right?
Has Dover always been had big soccer programs like this?
We have won the district title 2 of the last 3 years. So the expectations are high. The youth program is fantastic here, and I'm excited to keep it moving forward.
Wow, I'll tell you what, things sound exciting over in the Dover soccer program. All right, so now, soccer player at Dover, what is the ideal, and I'm asking you this question so that these girls can pass it on. What's the ideal Dover soccer player look like to A.J. Wally?
Charlie, it all starts with the mental side. So soccer is such a chaotic game, as you know, in comparison to everything else. I don't get a break. I don't get a timeout. I don't get water. There is no referee stoppages unless there's an injury.
Run.
So for 40 minutes at a time, Charlie, you've got to be mentally ready to go. And that's what I push for all of them. There has to be intensity at training. There has to be intensity in recovery and pre-warm-up. There's got to be intensity in warm-up in the game. And then as soon as the whistle blows, right, it's foot to the pedal. So for me, all the time, Charlie, it starts with the mental side of the game, and that's what I look for.
You know, a coach sat there in that very chair last week and said the soccer player is a little bit more intelligent than other athletes. And he took that risk, of course, by throwing it out there. But you're kind of like reading right along with him.
Yeah, every sport has their own challenges,
Sure.
And I don't know if I'm willing to quite take that hurdle. But in terms of soccer, again, just because of the challenges that the game throws at you, being nonstop, all the different sides of the game, you have to be ready for it mentally. And then, of course, right, then all the physical conditioning, everything that goes on top of it as well.
All right, Coach, they're telling me I got to throw it to break. Goes quick, doesn't it?
It always does, Charlie. It always does.
You've got 4 of your players here we got to talk to today, so you and I are going to part company again, but you and I can talk for hours, and you, of course, have taught me about the game of soccer. I really appreciate that.
Charlie, it's always been a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Don't forget, get me a replacement date now for that Big Red game, okay?
We absolutely will. We'd love to have you here.
All right, there you have it. Head coach A.J. Wally of the Dover Girls Soccer Squad. Stay right there. We've got 4 of those rough and tough soccer ladies coming up with those mellow tones. We'll be back after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more, for your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
We are back to the Big Time Sports Show tonight. It's Dover Soccer, and if you just missed that last segment, shame on you. I had first-year head coach A.J. Wally here in the house with those mellow tones, and he told me about his expectations and told me a little bit about the Dover Soccer program. This time around, we're going to talk to two of those rough and tough. Notice, ladies, I said rough and tough. Look at this. Now, look at the smile on their. Now, do they look rough and tough to you with those nice smiles? Anyway, let me introduce a couple of my young friends. Let's go all the way down to the end of the table and say hello to Peyton Grafe. And Peyton, welcome aboard, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, glad to have you. And in the middle between Peyton and old Mellow Tones is my young friend Kaitlyn Harmon. And Kaitlyn, are you glad to be here?
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Kaitlyn, how excited are you about being here?
10.
10, you're going to get a t-shirt, okay?
Great.
All right, ladies, it's soccer time. So, Peyton, since you're the one with the big smile down there at the end of the table, you're a senior soccer player at Dover High School. How many years has Peyton Grafe been playing soccer?
I've been playing soccer since I was like 5 years old.
Since you were 5 years old? How can you play soccer? Don't tell me. You were like, you were running to get your diaper changed and there was a ball on the living room floor and you just kicked it by accident.
Well, my sister played soccer before me, so I kind of just played after her, so yeah.
You could be doing something else. Soccer practice, that's tough. Are you in shape?
Yes, I am.
Soccer is brutal. I mean, do you ever stop running? Now tell me the truth now. Do you ever stop running?
Not really.
Okay. Because that ball's always moving.
Yeah.
Right. So, Kaitlyn, what are you thinking? How do you get physically ready for soccer season? Do you have a workout that you do? Because he's a task master. He's going to expect big things out of you. You got to keep like ever ready bunny when you're playing for A.J. Wally. How do you get ready?
I'd say like a lot of the off season matters, like showing up to like the futsals and the open fields, like a lot of that matters, and doing stuff on your own matters too, but getting on the ball is a lot, as well as all the running and conditioning.
Yeah, but think about this. Now, tell me the truth now. I know your coach is sitting in the bullpen watching this, but tell me the truth now. Let's lay our cards, ladies, face up. Would you rather be at soccer practice or on the beach down at Hilton Head? Huh? Come on now. Why is it that I'm not receiving an answer? That's not a fair question, is it? But anyway, it's tough, isn't it? Okay, so senior leadership. You girls have been around a while. You had been there for the good times. You've been there for the bad times. What does the term, Peyton, senior leadership mean to you?
I think just setting an example for the younger kids and showing them like what it means to show up, be there for each other, always showing up to practice and working our hardest and just showing great effort and building each other up and just organizing and making friendships, and yeah.
Okay. All right, Kaitlyn, you're at practice, okay? Coach Wally is putting in a new play over in the corner of the field. He's putting in a new inbounds play. Is there such a thing as an inbounds play in soccer? Huh?
Like throw-ins?
Yeah.
Throw-ins, yeah.
Okay, anyway, he's got the whole team. You got some young freshman clear in the back, giggling and laughing and waving to her boyfriend you know, walking down the field there. How do you straighten that freshman out?
You kind of like just approach her, kind of like say kindly, like, hey, like, let's please pay attention. Like, he's showing us something, like, you're gonna need to know this. And if like the issue keeps coming about, that's when you go and talk to Coach AJ, and he'll have to have a conversation like himself.
Right, so ladies, and you pay attention because you're next.
Okay, I will.
Caitlin, since you're at the microphone, give me your aha moment of high school soccer. Something you'll never, ever forget about a Dover soccer game you were involved in.
My sophomore year, it was a varsity game versus Perry, and Bridget played an amazing ball. We were tied 0-0 the whole game. It was a very competitive game, and I just so happened to get a hold of the ball and laid it in, and it was a very great moment, and I don't think I'd ever forget that one.
Wow, and who passed the ball to you?
Bridget McCrate.
Wow, is she here tonight?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. Is she over in the bullpen?
Yep.
Okay, has she got a big smile on her face?
Yeah.
Yes, she does. All right, so Peyton, what about you? Give me your aha moment of high school sports.
I would have to say my freshman year, whenever we won district finals. I think that was a great moment, and I got to see all the seniors really happy and just seeing everyone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, quickly now, because we only got about 30 seconds. Ladies, Peyton, what are you going to do after you graduate from Dover High School?
I'm hoping to go to college and study psychology and criminology, but I'm not sure where yet.
Okay, well, very best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Caitlin, where are we going to find you down the road of life?
Hopefully Altman College as a labor and delivery nurse.
All right. Okay, well, ladies, thanks for coming on board tonight. You both did a great job. I'm going to make sure you both get a Big Time Sports t-shirt on the way out, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. Caitlin Harmon and Peyton Grafe in the house tonight with old Mellow Toad, and, of course, Coach A.J. Wally sitting in the bullpen taking notes for later on this evening. We'll be back after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime we picked the best program.
I wanted something that I could learn a little bit more about what I was passionate about.
Because I wanted to learn a trade that would always be in demand.
Buckeye has so many opportunities for everyone.
You're here because you want to do what you came here to do.
This is the best choice that I've made. I just think it's set me up to be a better person.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. This is our last segment of the show this evening. With me now, two more of those tough Dover soccer seniors. Let's go all the way down to the end of the table, and let's meet Finn's favorite older sister. This is Bridget McCrate. And Bridget, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
Did anyone ever tell you that you look like your mother?
I usually get told I look like my dad.
No, I
not
don't
my
think.
mom.
I think your mom, yeah, I think you look like your mother. Anyway, let's now talk about the young lady between us. This is Ainsley Bolin, and Ainsley, welcome aboard, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, Ainsley, since you're at the podium, let me ask you this. If I said to you, it's bigger than yourself, what does that mean to you?
To me, that means soccer is a team sport, so you just have to put aside anything that's going for you, and so you have to focus on the team.
How can you Ainsley play soccer. Ooh, I just remembered something. You can't use your hands when you play soccer.
Mm-mm.
So you don't have to worry about, okay, so put your hands out here like this. Can you get a nice shot of these, without a doubt, win the Best Fingernails of the Year award at Big Time Sports. Wow. Did you do those?
I did not.
Okay, but anyway, let's talk soccer. But I had to say something about your fingernails. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, so Bridget, senior, how long you been playing soccer? Because I know you're a multi-sport girl at Dover High School.
I think since I was like 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
What would you rather do? Track or soccer? And I know your soccer coach is sitting right here, but go ahead.
I like both a lot, but I don't know. It depends what season it is.
Which is the toughest sport to get ready for, soccer or track?
Probably soccer, because it's 40 minutes straight instead of just like short bursts of running.
Is it true what Coach Wally tells us? Soccer is more of a mental sport than it is a physical sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot mentally, but I mean, it also is challenging physically.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's switch the microphone now to your partner here, Ansley. Ansley, give me your aha moment of high school soccer.
Probably when we won districts my freshman year.
Your freshman year, when you won district. Wow, that was like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the term, Ansley, senior leadership mean to you? Because this coach, first-year coach, needs a lot of help from your seniors.
It means setting a good example for the younger kids because they rely a lot on you.
Okay.
So just have to be a good example.
Bridget, what about you? How do you help coach with some senior leadership?
I think it's just putting like your own personal goals aside to realize like the big picture and the goals as a team.
Okay, so ladies, pretty soon, you know, you're going to walk across the stage and, you know, get that diploma from good old Dover High School. Then you're going to have to, like, join the big leagues, okay, and go on with your life. Bridget McCrate, where are we going to find you after high school graduation?
I'm hoping to go to the U.S. Naval Academy.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to major in engineering.
That's wonderful. I like that. Now, refresh my memory. Have you got a sibling, somebody that's already there?
I do. My older brother, Will, just graduated from the Naval Academy.
Thank you. And I remember, as a matter of fact, he's been on the show here, you know, a few years ago when you were still, you know, with your tiny tears now. You know, he was here on the Big Time Sports Show. How's he doing, by the way, okay?
He's doing really good.
All right, good luck at the Naval Academy.
Thank you.
All right, now let's go to Ainsley Mullen. And Ainsley, you're going down the road of life here. Where are you going to end up? Where are we going to find you?
College somewhere, and I want to do marine biology, so I'm going to be somewhere coastal.
Marine biology.
Yep.
Young lady sat right in that chair. I believe she was from New Philly High School, and she went to someplace in Florida to study marine biology. So that must be a pretty good topic to discover, right? All right, ladies, now it's time to close the door on the Big Time Sports Show. Wow, you're ready already, aren't you, lady? Huh? Bridget?
Yep.
Okay, all right, here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Keep your socks high.
And your powder dry. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. All right, that's it.